Welcome back to the Victory Education Lounge. I'm your host, Maurice, and today we're exploring part 25 of our series, Insulin and Glucose, the Delicate Dance. Let's kick things off with a brief overview. Picture insulin as a key produced by your pancreas. This key unlocks your cells, allowing glucose, a vital form of energy from the food we eat, to enter. When we consume a meal, our blood glucose levels rise, signaling the pancreas to release insulin. This insulin then swings into action, aiding cells in absorbing glucose from the bloodstream, and in turn, lowering our blood sugar levels. It's a beautifully orchestrated process, a delicate dance if you will, where each participant knows their role and timing. When this balance is maintained, our bodies function optimally, but if this dance is disrupted, it can lead to health issues. So essentially, insulin and glucose perform a delicate dance that is crucial for our health. Let's kick things off with our first strategy for maintaining this delicate balance. A balanced diet. A balanced diet is not just a fancy term for eating a variety of foods. It's a well-planned regimen that ensures you're getting the right amount of nutrients your body needs. The beauty of a balanced diet is that it provides steady energy and helps regulate blood sugar. However, it requires planning and can sometimes be challenging in social situations. But let's bring this concept to life with a real-world example. Meet Sarah, a 35-year-old who stabilized her blood sugar by adopting a Mediterranean diet. It's rich in whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, a true testament to the power of balance. Sarah's story is a great example of how a balanced diet can help regulate blood sugar levels. It's not just about eating less, but eating right. Moving on to our second strategy, regular physical activity. Regular physical activity is a powerhouse for maintaining insulin and glucose balance. It improves insulin sensitivity, helping our bodies use glucose more effectively. Plus, it aids in weight management, another key factor in maintaining this delicate balance. But, like anything worthwhile, it does require effort. Incorporating regular physical activity may mean adjusting your schedule and making certain lifestyle changes. Let's look at a real-world example. Meet Mark. Mark is 42, and not too long ago, he was on the brink of developing diabetes. However, Mark turned things around by incorporating 30 minutes of daily walking and strength training twice a week into his routine. The result? Mark reversed his pre-diabetes, taking control of his health once again. Mark's transformation shows us the power of regular physical activity in managing blood sugar levels. Next up, we have portion control. A vital strategy in maintaining the delicate dance between insulin and glucose, portion control aids in managing calorie intake and avoiding sudden blood sugar spikes. However, it's not without its challenges. For some, portion control may feel restrictive and might require careful monitoring of food intake. Let's consider a real-world example. Meet Lisa, a 50-year-old who decided to take charge of her health. She began using smaller plates at mealtimes and meticulously measuring her food portions. Over time, she noticed a significant improvement in her glucose control. This change didn't come overnight, and it required discipline on Lisa's part. But the results? They were worth it. So, while portion control may seem daunting at first, it can be an effective way to maintain blood sugar levels. It's about finding what works for you and sticking with it. Lisa's experience highlights the importance of portion control in managing blood sugar levels. Let's talk about another strategy, consuming low GI foods. Low glycemic index, or GI, foods cause a slower, more gradual rise in blood sugar, which helps to maintain the delicate balance between insulin and glucose. This is a great advantage, but it does have a few drawbacks. One downside is that it may limit your food choices, as you'll need to opt for items with a lower GI. Also, it requires some education on GI values to make informed decisions. Now, let's consider a real-world example. Meet Tom, a 38-year-old who is experiencing frequent blood sugar fluctuations. Tom decided to swap out his regular white bread for whole grain alternatives, a low GI food. This simple switch made a significant difference in his blood sugar levels, leading to more stability throughout the day. Tom's story shows how switching to low GI foods can stabilize blood sugar fluctuations. We have 5 more strategies to cover: stress management, adequate sleep, meal timing, hydration, mindful eating, and regular health checkups. Stress management is a critical component in maintaining balance. It helps regulate stress hormones that can affect blood sugar. However, it does require ongoing effort and may not show immediate results. Take Emily, for example, who saw improvements in her glucose levels after starting a daily meditation practice. Adequate sleep is crucial for hormone regulation and overall health. It may be challenging to achieve consistently, but the benefits are worth it. David, who prioritized 7 to 8 hours of sleep nightly, found his insulin sensitivity had improved significantly. Meal timing can help regulate blood sugar throughout the day. It may not fit all lifestyles or schedules, but it can make a big difference. Maria, for instance, stabilized her energy levels by eating smaller, more frequent meals. Hydration supports overall health and may help regulate blood sugar, although it requires conscious effort to maintain. John found that increasing his water intake helps stabilize his blood sugar readings. Mindful eating promotes better digestion and may prevent overeating. It takes practice and may be challenging in busy environments, but the payoff can be immense. Karen improved her relationship with food and stabilized her glucose levels through mindful eating practices. Finally, regular health checkups allow for early detection and intervention of imbalances. This strategy can be time-consuming and potentially costly, but it's a small price to pay for health. Robert, for instance, caught his developing insulin resistance early through regular checkups, allowing for prompt lifestyle interventions. As we can see from these examples, there are many ways to maintain balance in the dance between insulin and glucose. To wrap things up, let's summarize what we've learned about the delicate dance between insulin and glucose. This intricate interplay is the cornerstone of our health. Insulin, a hormone produced by our pancreas, plays the pivotal role of regulating our blood glucose levels. Whenever we eat, our blood glucose rises, and insulin is released to help cells absorb this glucose, effectively lowering our blood sugar levels. In our journey, we've explored several strategies for maintaining this delicate balance. Each strategy comes with its own set of benefits and challenges. A balanced diet, for example, provides steady energy and helps regulate blood sugar, but it requires planning and can be challenging in social situations. Physical activity improves insulin sensitivity and helps manage weight, but it can be time-consuming and may require lifestyle changes. Portion control, low glycemic index foods, stress management, adequate sleep, meal timing, hydration, mindful eating, and regular health checkups are other strategies we've discussed. Each of these has the potential to contribute positively to our insulin-glucose balance and overall health, but they all require commitment, effort, and in some cases, lifestyle changes. The key takeaway here is that maintaining balance between insulin and glucose is critical for our health. It's a dance that requires constant attention and adjustment. Disruption to this balance can lead to health issues ranging from energy dips and weight gain to serious conditions like diabetes. However, it's not just about the dance between insulin and glucose. It's about the bigger picture, your overall health and well-being. It's about finding the strategies that work best for you and making those strategies a part of your lifestyle. Remember, it's all about finding the strategies that work best for you. Thanks for joining us in the Victory Education Lounge. Until next time, take care of your health and keep learning. As we wrap up, I want to remind you that the information provided here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Any health-related decisions should be discussed with a licensed physician. Your health is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. Thank you for joining us in the Victory Education Lounge. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and family who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more informative content. Until next time, this is Maurice, wishing you health and balance in your life.